Good evening, everyone. So we'd like to start with some reflection. We reflect all the time, but if we choose a topic that is connected to the self, then reflection builds our capacity. It builds clarity of mind, sharpness of intellect, and concentration power. So I invite you to sit in a comfortable spot, take a deep breath or two, and as the body relaxes, withdraw the thoughts to the center of the forehead. We will be using 3 powers: our thought power, our ability to imagine or create a picture in the mind, and our feelings. The effort would be to align all 3. Another deep breath. Create the thought that I am a soul sitting here in the center of the forehead. I feel that I am an eternal being. A spiritual point of light. Separate from this physical costume. I let the mind relax and allow a feeling of peace, tranquility, to come over me. I let the body relax. And hold the mind in a restful pose. Let there be silence of the mind. A sense of relaxation. For a few moments, I detach from the world and relax in my own silence. I, the soul, at peace. Mind relaxed. A feeling of detached quietness. I, the soul, at peace. Om Shanti.
Well, thank you, Vijay. Thank you for that meditation. I especially like detached quietness. Detached quietness is a nice place to be. It's not just the quietness of absence of sound, but it's inside quietness. And that's where the magic happens. Meditation, practice happens inside, not outside. And my name is Dave, and this is Vijay again, welcoming you to our Monday evening meditation. And we talk about a lot about consistency. You know, when we look at a tree in our neighborhood, we never observe that what the tree is doing. It seems that the tree is doing nothing. But the tree is growing. But we never observe that it's growing. But if we were absent for, say, a year or two, and we come back, then we would say, wow, that tree really grew. And so we can learn one thing from trees. Or we can learn so much things from trees. But today we want to focus on consistency. Do you think a tree is a consistent idea?
Yes, I think the tree seems to be doing the same thing all the time, every day. It is so consistent that we no longer are aware that it is consistent. And I think similarly, a lot of growth takes place inside ourselves as long as we are paying attention to have the sunshine of a positive attitude, to have the nutrition of good feelings, and to have a routine. Those three things, I think, will guarantee that, like the tree, we grow slowly but consistently.
So you would say a routine is a very substantial thing in these three?
Yeah, it is really important for us to have a routine. I think we see, especially in the colder countries, in the colder climates, that the trees have a routine of the weather, the change with the weather pattern.
Yeah, it's naked. In winter it's naked, there's no leaves. And and when the winter changes, you see lovely new sprout, new life.
Yes. They are not naked, they are withdrawn.
Oh, they're okay, silent.
Yes, they are
detached silent.
Detached silent, not naked. So I think those things, we need to do the same thing. Routine is really important, I think, to maintain especially a positive state of mind, or what in this COVID times is called mental health. So that if you do the same things every day, you have a few, let us say, markers, a few milestones that you cover. So you wake up at a certain time, you have breakfast at about a certain time. Some people like to ensure their bed is made, that it is the first sign that you have done something, you have accomplished something to make your bed. And you have a routine that goes throughout the day. And with these markers, like for example, I have the routine of meditation in the morning, meditation in the evening, and a block of time for study and a little time for rest and a time for taking some exercise. So that routine forms the basis of a good long-term growth. The growth is not happening in spurts, but the growth is continuous in small steps. So read a little every day, study a little every day, one new point a day.
Interesting, as we drawing the analogy of the tree, and the tree makes its markers. Every year, you can count the rings in the tree. That's only when after you cut it. Sorry to say, but you can. It does something every time, and it creates an impression. What kind of rings is those again? annual rings.
Annual tree rings.
There's a agronomic term for it. I can't remember it right now, but similarly, every time we do something, we do an action, we have thoughts, action, attitude, feelings. We create these impressions which go out, which affects me, the way I feel this minute, the way I will feel this evening, the way I will feel tonight, the way I feel when I wake up. All of these creates my emotion, my mood, and it's important to have a schedule, and to see how you are growing, just like the tree. Nobody would realize that you are growing, but suddenly you develop a talent that you didn't have because the magic is happening within. And so meditation is the key process, the key mechanism for that to happen. We got to find joy in our life every single day, not just when something happens, then we look for joy, but we got to find joy every single day. So let's go in detached quietness. Let's go inside ourselves and see what we have been doing, like the tree, what annual rings we have put on ourselves, on our inner being, and how that would create our future.
One important thing about the tree is that the tree functions in silence. And when we meditate, we create silence. So the objective is to create silence. And a lot of work happens in silence. Artists to create, they need silence. Scientists to discover new things, they need silence. So consistent silence is the secret of the tree.
So, well, the secret of the tree. With that, we'll say good night and have a wonderful week. See you next week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. We are also on YouTube and Instagram. Thank you. Have a good night. Om Shanti.